Welcome to week 6 of my rookie career in iRacing. So just a reminder of my season and weekly targets. I'm aiming for a top 5 finish and a net gain in safety rating and I rating each week. You know the drill. Here's the circuit map. It's quite a small, tight circuit. Struggled quite a lot on this circuit. But I didn't know if that was... well, you can see this is my my launch into my only complete qualifying lap, which was pure brilliance. Look, yeah, there we go. There is no week 4 or 5 for me because I've been unwell. I unfortunately had COVID, and in week 6 is still not great. I had proper brain fog, couldn't think straight, couldn't concentrate, kept crashing when I tried to drive in the game even though I was feeling better. My brain just wouldn't focus, so I was really struggling. I was trying to get used to my new True Brake mod as well for my Logitech G29 pedals. So the True Brake, it feels much better. It's a much harder pedal and it's much more responsive to how hard you push it, even though it's still on a potentiometer. Although what I didn't realise was the True Brake mod has a linear potentiometer in it, so it comes with its own potentiometer that kind of responds better to the much stiffer coil in the mod. So it does feel like a hard brake. So it is good. It's very responsive. It just takes a bit of getting used to. As you can see, my qualifying lap was pretty piss poor. 1 minute 6, way down the field, 2.5 seconds off the pace at least. So yeah, really not good. However, strength of field was 12.29, and I fancied my chances of at least making up a couple of places in this race. So off we go. The guy in front of me, the pink car, had some serious connection issues. We spent the entire lap switching dimensions. I felt really sorry for the guy in front of me who spent most of the race trying to deal with a car that kept disappearing and then reappearing in different places on the track. It was mental. Like, I was thinking, surely there's got to be a point in which the game kicks the person with a terrible connection, because it does make it very difficult. I mean, it didn't really affect me, but the guy in front of me must have had an absolutely shocking experience racing behind a guy that only existed for half the race, yet was still a 100% risk of being crashed into. Anyway, got off to a decent start. I'll be honest, I don't really remember much about this track or this race. My brain was still addled from COVID, but I gave it my best shot and did alright in the end. Not quite sure how I managed it, but yeah, I did it. So here I am, just trying to stay on the tail of the cars in front. I'm really not trying to get too close because I can see the pink car popping in and out of existence, and to be honest, it was annoying to have that in your peripheral vision, especially when you're looking up and you're trying to look down the track and you've just got this pink car popping in and out. So yeah, wasn't the easiest kind of race. So I was mostly focusing quite close in front of me because it was so distracting with that pink car. The problem being is that then I had less vision in terms of what was coming, and poorer planning through the corners as a result. So so I was missing a lot of turning points, apexes, braking points. Not by a lot, by enough to kind of just be slow around the track. Although I was being much faster than my qualifying lap, which was a bonus. Now the pressure's on this week because I've missed 2 weeks due to illness, and week 2 did not. Which week was it? Week 3 wasn't ideal. Let's be honest. Week 1 I established a pretty solid start. Week 2 made an improvement on that, and then week 3 dropped off again. Didn't finish in the top 5 that week in my best race. Still got a reasonable amount of championship points, but it was not the greatest performance. Getting the true brake for the Logitech pedals has helped. I feel a lot more confident on the brakes. I think my main problem with this track is that I just didn't get the practice time on it. I kind of I did some track familiarization laps with the racing line on, and tried to learn the track that way, but I left it quite late in the week to be doing these to try and give myself the best chance of not taking everyone else on the track out because I couldn't focus properly. So I haven't given myself the best chance to get some solid times and some consistency on the track. But like I said in the last video, everything's sort of a learning experience, isn't it? And the whole point of what I'm doing is to take myself from being an absolute beginner and try and become in some way confidently competitive, because I'm quite competitive by nature, so there's not really much point in doing something like this if you're not aiming to be competitive. It's all just about managing your expectations so that you stay motivated rather than getting jaded with it and getting burnt out. So I had a little look at the inside there, but it was a bit of a lunge. I wasn't really going to fit through there. I thought he might give me the space, but he just didn't. I think it's probably because with his field of view he wouldn't have seen me really until I was right there. And depending on what spotter he's using, the game's inbuilt spotter isn't brilliant. It's good enough, but it isn't brilliant. I've started using Crew Chief, which is phenomenal because I just love the spotter calling the guy behind me a prick when he gets up close. It's just, whoever came up with that idea to have a spotter that actually, will tell you what's what and is prepared to be rude to you and the people around you. I think that's quite refreshing. So really enjoying using Crew Chief. I've been having a look at Trophy AI as well, which is the Driver 61 AI coaching app. It looks pretty good. There's been some reviews on it that are mostly positive. It seems to be more for beginner drivers, so I'm having a look at that, see if I can bring myself to stretch to trying it out and seeing if it helps me. With my complete lack of knowledge of racing in general, it will probably benefit me quite a lot. So in fact I probably will get it and give it a go. But we'll see. I'm still getting used to the new pedals, so focus on one thing at a time. I'm still a beginner. Now the guys up ahead are getting a little bit frisky with each other now. I don't know if that pink car's struggling or not. I mean, God knows what they're seeing on their end. I don't know whether it stutters that much from their... no. Well, after half a race of weaving around in front of him, he took him out, so there we go. The white car didn't have much fun there, did he? He had to sit behind a car that was switching between planes of existence every 5 seconds and then drove into him. Still, it's given me now an absolutely clear track to just go for it. So that's what I'm going to do, and that's what I did. Ultimately, the last few laps were just me going around the track on my own. So I thought, well, I'll save you the tedium of watching that. It wasn't the most exciting of races. There were a few incidents there, and we'll stick them on the end of the video. So here we are, and the results. Somehow I ended up in second. Don't know how. 66 champion points. Averaged over a second faster than my qualifying time, so that was good. You can see here that weeks 4 and 5 were non-existent, but I've started clawing back a little bit of safety rating and iRatings. So now for the highlights. Enjoy. Thanks again for watching. I hope you found it useful, enjoyable, entertaining. Come back again next week. See you later.